Hi everyone, thank you for being here. This week is a little hit or miss with the videos. I think I made that pretty clear in the last one I made. I didn't even expect to be back before Friday. Part of it is because of current events and just kind of regrouping and just, all that goes along with that. And then also physically, it's a struggle. I do not handle cold very well. And we are in, it is profoundly cold. And my hair and my skin and my eyes and my ears get affected, and everything is very difficult for me with this level of cold. Hi, baby. But I got a little sweet kitty baby here. Come on up, baby. Come on. Come on. You want to come up? Come on. So while she's making a decision to jump up, let me go ahead and give you an introduction. Hi, I'm Holly, psychic medium, energy reader. I typically don't use tools. I never did when I did readings professionally and privately. But I do for general readings, and this is a general reading. Okay, so please be aware of that. Now, I like to start with the vibe. I like to start with the vibe and the energy. And I'll be honest, it's been a little hard to override my own thoughts. So I have worked really hard today, and I'm getting this out pretty late, for me anyway. But I'm sorry, baby, you got to get down. Your tail's right in my face. So anyway, I'm not telling. People showing their behinds, let's say, which leads me to the vibe. And I double checked. I'm like, Spirit, just get my thoughts out of the way and help me to understand what it is. I need to know what it is I need to convey to the community. And so I got out my writable mug, and it's eyes wide open. And I just thought about that Maya Angelou quote. When people show you who they are, believe it. No more excuses. No more. We're not doing that anymore. No more excuses. If you see it, it's real. You believe it. Eyes wide open. If you hear it, it's real. Ears wide open. So believe what is coming to you, whether it's from the voice of spirit or whether it's people around you in your life, whether it's people in the workplace. People can only keep up a facade for so long. Okay? Eyes wide open. Okay, and I feel better now. I feel calmer. That needed to be said. Okay, so whomever needed to hear that. All right, so I am going to go right into the cards. Again, I'm not sure. I plan to do a video for Thursday and Friday, but I can't promise right now. Again, my body is still trying to kind of deal with the stuff we're going through. I can handle heat, no problem. I don't know what it is. I really don't. I'm not made for this. Everything starts to become problematic and shut down, and it's not good, All right, so we're going to look at the Ancestral Path Tarot, the big giant cards, right? Okay, and what else? Spirit, help me to understand what messages do I need to give the collective? Man, the energy is so intense and ramped up. They want me to let you all know and assure you, because there are some wonderful people in this community. Wonderful. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you more than I can tell you. My views and subscribers, they don't match up. Okay, so there are a lot of people, I think, who watch just for the gotcha moment, and there are a lot of people who watch to go off and do whatever. I don't really care. That's not my issue. But for those of you who are, your heart's in the right place. And when I say right place, I mean in a charitable, kind, and giving place. Good. That's great. Liars, I have no patience for. All right, so let's take a look at what we've got here. Now, my little sweet girl's still sitting down here right next to me. When I came into the room, she was sitting under the chair. I think she was waiting. So if you want to come back up, you can come back up. It's okay. All right, first card. Let me put my glasses on. All right. Ten of Staves, carrying a heavy burden. Someone is carrying a very heavy burden. Princess of Cups, but she is, this is an interesting Princess of Cups. She is seeing deception for what it is. This is a powerful princess. She's actually a queen. I feel like she's undercover. So that light by that moon, which in tarot very often is associated with, sometimes it can be feminine, sometimes it can be associated with the moon card itself, which is kind of uncovering hidden truths, that kind of thing. I feel like she is about to put down some big old burdens. Better believe it. Six of Swords. Okay, this time there's a sun. And this time it's the sun on the water rather than the moon. Now, whether it's rising or setting, it doesn't matter, because that row of swords, and I'm doing this purely from a point of intuition and listening to spirit, okay? But what I'm seeing, which is leading to what is coming through for me and how to read this, there is protection. There is divine protection. But that doesn't mean that you have to completely wall yourself off, because that's not really a wall. There's still a pathway, and there's a pathway into the light. There's a pathway ahead. So focus. You are protected. Do what you need to do and turn inward. Find out what is best for you. Turn inward and figure out what is best for you. It's not your responsibility to raise adults. Wow. Well, hello. Okay, that's a little tidbit of wisdom there for someone. Okay, Justice. This is an interesting Justice card, too. It's not just blind justice. It reminds me, it's like things are off balance. Things are broken. It reminds me of almost a Tower card. And that's what I'm hearing too. It's like, is it really justice? This is a tower in the making. This is justice will prevail. Justice will happen. But thank you. I'm asking Spirit, help me out. And it goes back to this message, because I really was worried that I was just in my own head and not listening to Spirit, but apparently so. I mean, that's not so. I was listening to the voice of Spirit, because what I heard about this is that there is a tower in the making. There's a tower happening right now. But justice in the end will work out and win out. It goes back to that message about when people show you who they really are, believe it. Now, that's at every level. That is at the at home level. That is at the national, international level. Okay, so this is at all levels. Make no mistake, there's something trying to crawl out of there. So there is... But the symbols, I'm just now noticing the symbols on the top of the throne. The throne of justice has the yin and the yang, finding balance. We have to find balance. We have to come to some middle ground. We have to find balance. And it's going to, again, involve, I'm hearing water rights, and I'm hearing waterways and water health. We've got to protect the waterways. That's coming up really big. I don't know what that has to do with anything at this moment, but apparently it does. Okay. And that could be a tipping factor in justice winning out. Thank you, Spirit. Is there anything else you want me to say about that? Not yet. In future readings, there may be more about it. Okay. All right. So I think that was just almost like a friendly, let me give you some advice from Spirit, because that was unusual. That was an unusual reading. All right, we're going to look at the Pope Tarot now. But before we do, I want to get a message from the Angels and Auras Oracle. Okay? I want to get a message just to kind of set the tone, hit a reset button. You got a drink of coffee. That was interesting. I didn't have a surge or a power surge. Did that come through? I don't know. I'll have to watch it again and see if that came through. All right. And if you... No, I'm not going to... All right. So... one card. Mother, Father, God, Spirit, Guides, and Guardians. One card from the Angels and Auras to help us hit a reset button and find out what the message is for the collective. Which one? This one. Okay. Wise decisions, or wise decision. Accurate, brilliant, organized, validated. That is a very sweet card. The sun is coming in. The light, in quotation marks, is coming in, and throngs, rows and rows of angelic beings. These were human. These lived human incarnations. And make no mistake, there will be an answering for how we lived our lives. So all of these beings are applauding. So, wise decision. What is the wise decision? Law of attraction. There you go. My angels are with me. Life loves me. I am beautiful. I am prosperous. Everything is going to work out. That's what I read on the upright. I'm not going to read the reversal because law of attraction, that's how it works. We don't want to plant those seeds of doubt in our heads. So, wise decision. Watch your thoughts. Move through your day and your life, eyes wide open. Keep your mouth shut for just a minute and notice things. Notice what's going on around you. And I'm going to go back to that phrase that popped up and was pretty intense. You're not responsible for raising adults. Okay. People make their own decisions and they have to take accountability for them. All right, so someone is coming into a period of change and enlightenment. Someone is going to be shown to be a fraud. Someone is going to be, and I feel like this is an inner circle kind of thing. So this is not a, anything on the political scene, all of that will, things will be shown in the end. It does, so I'm not even getting into that. This is on the personal front. This is someone is dealing with an inner circle that you need to watch. Watch that inner circle, or what you think is an inner circle, because I don't really think it is. I really don't. Sadly, I hate to say that, but what's on the top here? Ticker tape parade. Someone thinks they bested or gotten the better of you. They're in for a surprise. Because you're going to end up in the sun. You always end up in the sun. What is this? Who is this? Why? What is the thing about trust? Oh, it has to do with money. That's the basis of it. The Four of Pentacles. Okay. So if someone feels like this has to do with greed, it may not even be money based, but it has something that they want to hoard and grasp, and they see you as a means to an end. Yeah. This is just flat out greed. Is there anything else we need to know about that before I get on to the full reading using this deck? Well, apparently so, because that one just went flying off the table. The Nine of Swords. Short-lived. This is going to be a short-lived situation, y'all. Whatever situation you're in, if this is your reading, this is a general reading. If this is your reading, it will be short-lived. Yeah. Yeah, it will be short-lived. You can't ride on the coattails of others and keep doing it forever. All right, so 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. And the Moon. Help me to understand what that means. Okay, thank you. Okay, so someone felt like they were surrounded and protected and had a firm foundation, when in fact, they didn't realize the burden they were carrying. Because the foundation is not firm. What is being hidden? So the Moon, in this instance, represents something being hidden. They want me to use a different deck. Which one? Yes, Light Seers. Okay. So what is being hidden? What does the Moon represent in this spread, huh? Help me out, Spirit. So someone felt completely settled. Completely settled. Pentacles. I just keep seeing all those pentacles on the wall. So it really wasn't. It's something revolves around money. This is coming up again. So if this is your reading, follow the money. Follow the money trail. When people feel like you don't have anything to offer, you become inconsequential. That's what I'm getting, because that's what the Ten of Wands is. You are now carrying a burden. Burden of truth. What does the Moon represent? Two of Cups. What do I need to know about the Two of Cups? That's a very happy card. What do I need to know? What is being uncovered with the Moon and the Two of Cups? Oh, Four of Wands. That's a beautiful card too. All right. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Okay, we got two more that came out. So we have Two of Cups, Four of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and Judgment. So what is being hidden? Okay. So what you thought was a firm foundation, an emotional foundation, was actually based on money, an opportunity. And then you started to realize how much of a burden you were carrying related to that it wasn't real. It's like shifting sands under your feet. The Moon, things are hidden. Now, when I asked Spirit to clarify the Moon and what is being hidden, it's not anything bad. It's actually something wonderful. Those sands had to shift. You had to realize you were carrying a burden, because in doing so, you find your real happiness and your real emotional connection. You find a Two of Cups, which leads to a Four of Wands, which is union, celebration, coming together. Nine of Cups, taking a leap of faith into the light with opportunity. And what's the next step after that? The Ten of Cups. And that is based on a firm foundation of love and compassion and caring. Not what, well, not money, not greed. And then the Judgment card. So the way you have been living your life will dictate your judgment. If you've been coming from a place of greed and you're on the other side of this, that's not good. Wouldn't want to be that. But if you have truly been trying to do your best then what feels like a punishment at first turns out to be a hidden blessing. Because you come into union with your soul companion, we'll say. I think we can have a lot of soulmates over the course of our lives, but I think there's one that we resonate with more than the others, or maybe one at all. And it could be, it doesn't have to be romantic. In this instance, I feel like it is, because this is often a card of coming together in union and celebration. Finding a firm foundation emotionally so that you are not continually carrying the back-breaking burden and judgment. This is coming from a place of the sacred self, the higher self, sacred self. This is very positive. I'm glad this is the direction the reading took. I was starting to get a little concerned. I was starting to think, oh, wow, okay. I knew I was feeling a little intensity when I sat down to read, and I was kind of concerned about it, but now I know why. Sometimes difficult beginnings lead to the best endings. All right. So, keep doing what you're doing. Keep being you. Don't bury your head in the sand. Eyes wide open. Yeah. And when people show you who they are, believe it the first time. Stop making excuses for bad behavior. It doesn't matter who they are. And I think that's where that Ten of Wands comes in. You find out what a burden you've actually been carrying this whole time. So, all is well. And what looks like a stumbling block might actually give you an opportunity to see with a new light, with a new clarity, and to come into a place of emotional fulfillment. Okay, and what I'm hearing right now is that phrase, it's a saying that's been around forever. It's like, if you keep doing what you've always done and expect a different outcome, that's the definition of insanity, that thing. So maybe it's time for a new way of doing things. And I'm talking about in your personal life, okay? So this is a personal reading. Step out of your, it feels like it's a self-imposed sense of duty and responsibility. Yeah. Is there anything else? They just want you to take a good, hard, long look at all the different people around you. Look at the people around you and their motivations, and that will help you understand what it is, what direction you need to take, so that instead of continually being in the hazy moonlight, you step into the sunlight. You don't have to worry about what anyone else is doing. You don't have to worry about what anyone else is saying. You simply take care of yourself, stay true to your convictions, you be you. And when there is justice and when there is a judgment, you can stand up and be proud of the work you've done in this lifetime. All right. Okay, I think that's it. I'm going to see if I can get this posted pretty quickly, and I'm sending love and gratitude to all of you. Please like the video if you are so inclined. You can do what you want to do. You don't have to do a thing. But, yeah, and check your subscription if you want to. I'm not, I'm asking, I mean, it's up to you. You do what you want to do. This is your lifetime. You make it yours, okay? That is the message that's been throughout this whole reading today. So, yeah, and taking personal responsibility. That's it. So you do you, you be you, take responsibility for your life and your actions, And that is when you find your truest freedom and your truest sense of self-worth. Yeah, that's it. All right. Thank you. And be well. We will talk very soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.